All right, friends, welcome to Art 202 Online, Art Appreciation. I am your instructor for the semester, John Whippler. Before we go any further, I want to let you all know that there is an opportunity to earn some extra credit this week. If you haven't already done so, you may want to pause the video and check out the module titled Start Here, and then click the link Course Introduction Video Extra Credit to download the lecture notes template and then take notes that you can upload for extra credit. And I'll show you guys shortly how to navigate to that if you can't figure that out before we get started. Um, this course introduction video will kind of function like our first day of class. So we're going to be going over a course summary, the syllabus, how to succeed, and then I'll give you kind of a brief tour of the Canvas course and kind of how to navigate that and hit some highlights in that area, and then introduce kind of the first few assignments to be looking at. This course will be an exploration of art forms, the way art looks, and the materials and processes used to make it. And we'll be looking at contemporary art as well as some art history. And our goal is to better understand and enjoy the visual environment that we kind of occupy. In this term, you will explore the techniques and approaches, kind of like creating and examining art and architecture in your community and in cultures around the world. You're also going to kind of explore how art and architecture are developed and changed through the centuries, specifically from the period of the Renaissance to the 20th century, and everything will not be covered as this isn't a super extensive course, only more of an introduction. But it'll provide more of a sampling of visual culture since the 1400s. We'll also go over why we express ourselves through drawings, paintings, sculptures, photographs, and other means of like visual communication. Um, we'll kind of question why we build architecture that is visually reminiscent of the past, and you'll address these questions and more throughout the term. And during your journey, you'll study how art and architecture defines and expresses past and present, and you'll be examining the functions of visual culture in your daily life. And by the end of the term, you'll have a better understanding more of the functions and influences of art and architecture in our lives. The textbook will be available from day one, and I'll show you guys the link, kind of how to get to that. But it is Preble's Art Forms by Patrick Frank, and you can access this, like I said, through the link, and I'll show you how to get there. Your assigned reading will be from this textbook in every module, and you'll be required to reference it in your written assignments and quiz. This is where the quizzes will pull from. So access that as soon as possible. And if you have any issues, try to check it out the first day. If you have any issues, email me immediately so we can kind of knock that stuff out before we get rocking and rolling. And there's more instructions that are kind of more in depth on the syllabus to kind of get you started on that. How to be successful in Art 202. So first of all, watch this intro video. Like I said, there's extra credit for this video for the lecture notes, and this will kind of be your jump start into learning how to take lecture notes throughout the course if you kind of go ahead and knock this out the first day. Next is obviously to read the syllabus, your course schedule, module checklist, and the assignment instructions and rubrics. And like I said, I'll go over those when we get into the Canvas shell. And then obviously complete all your assignments, your lecture notes, quizzes, and written assignments. There'll be 2 written assignments, a short essay worksheet due in Module 2 deadline, and you'll see that in the second to third week of the term. And then the final project modules will be divided into, that should say 2-week periods, but most deadlines will be on Sundays at the end of our 1-week period at essentially midnight. And then reading the syllabus will give you kind of an overview of communication technology grading policies and our academic honesty, which is a pretty strict policy in our department. And then you'll see a course schedule and assignment instructions and rubrics. In regards to technology, in addition, make sure you have your required hardware and software set up, and also find a way to have a backup plan in case your initial technology fails. So say your hard drive crashes, have a backup, have a friend or plan to be able to get into one of the online computer labs at school. Late work is there's no exception for late work. Your laptop crashing, your Wi-Fi's down. Those aren't valid excuses. Um, you know, you can even, Starbucks, local restaurants will even have Wi-Fi and are generally open all hours of the night. Like I said, I don't accept late work unless you have a valid documented excuse. And if you believe you have a valid documented excuse, just shoot me an email, and we can work through that. As far as academic policy or academic honesty goes, plagiarism is not allowed. Ideas borrowed from any source must have a citation, and there's a link in the Canvas shell that kind of goes through the academic honesty. You may not use work that is completed for you or completed in any other class in this class. Um, and then another note on paying attention to module deadlines. Almost all deadlines will fall on a Sunday. Some will change, some will vary. Uh, you'll just have to see as it goes throughout the semester. You'll have your Sundays to read and respond uh, on discussion boards if there is a required discussion board for any of the modules. Just keep up with those. Lecture notes will always be due on the final date of that module, so you'll have all the way up until the end of the module to complete your lecture notes. And then right here at the bottom, contact me with any issues immediately. So the faster you contact me, the faster you let me know you're having an issue with something, the faster we can work through things and knock things out. So as far as the intro, I mean that's it. It's pretty brief. We're gonna jump into the Canvas shell. And so I'm in student view right now. So this is essentially what you guys will see. So you'll land here at the home page. Welcome to Art 202. There's a communication right here. I have virtual office hours 12 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Tuesdays. If you need a one-on-one virtual meeting, email me in advance. If you'd like to meet in person, same thing. Email me approximately 24 hours in advance. Just give me time to plan and find a time that can work best for both of us. Um, Announcements, there'll be announcements here. Keep an eye on this and check this frequently just to see if there's anything notable to check on throughout the semester. Um, and then your syllabus will be located here, and you can just click on this little link right here, and it'll bring you straight to the syllabus. I'm not going to obviously read this verbatim, but uh, if you've taken a course previously, you're probably familiar with the way a syllabus functions. It's got the required textbook, your student learning outcomes, the way that grades work. Here's your attendance and late work policy if you want to review that. Technology required, network etiquettes, disability accommodations, academic misconduct. I would read over this and become pretty familiar with it, considering the fact that this is an online course, and all of your work will go through a plagiarism check. Um, Resources for members of military, Title IX, tutoring resources, campus resources for writing, and laptop policies. So just move through all that stuff, check all that stuff out. And like I said, I'll show you all the first day course materials over here on the side. This is where your textbooks will be located. And so this is factored into your cost of your course. So it should be accessible day one. If it's not, like I said, please get with me and let me know, and we can figure all that out. But you just click read here or read now right here, and you should be ready to rock and roll. The main thing that you'll be using in this course is going over here and selecting modules. And right here in this section is all of our policies, and like I said, more of the academic support stuff. What you'll be completing first, and that will lock the other modules out. You'll see it's grayed out, so you can't complete this until you complete the start here, and you'll see it's saying there's a prerequisite. So after you complete this entire start here module, then essentially the rest of the course will open up. So you can, if you need to learn, you want to learn about me, here's about the instructor, you can read through this and check some stuff out. Let's see, you've got your welcome to art appreciation, read through all this stuff. And if you just want to click through it easily, you can read through, then just hit next, and it'll just take you to the next portion. And then right here, this course introduction video, which is what you're watching, the link to that is here. Course introduction video extra credit. So this is what I was talking about, and this is how you'll access it. And right here, we'll watch and take notes on the video. There's the link using the intro video lecture notes template. So you click here and it should just download straight to your computer. Next, syllabus course schedule. So read over those things. And then here's the syllabus. So it'll just, when you click through that, it'll just link you through all of that stuff. And so you read through all this stuff, and at the end, you'll sign the syllabus and plagiarism contract, and that is due the 28th, which is Friday. And then after you complete that, you will have access to Module 1. And in most of these modules, let me see, let me jump out of student view so you all can see. For most of the modules, Module 1 excluded, there will be 2 to 3 of these graded tasks. Module 1 has an extra one. It's a discussion for introduction enrollment verification, and that's basically for me to get like attendance to send to the higher ups and all that jazz. But every module will have your intro, so there'll be your video intro to watch, and then your assigned readings to read through, and your quizzes will come directly from those assigned readings. So while you're taking your lecture notes, be making notes of important concepts or verbiage, or maybe a really influential piece of art from that section of assigned readings. Those are kind of things to look for the quizzes. But generally for your modules, you'll see, where this says discussion, it'll more than likely be a quiz. And then module 2 will have the short essay worksheet, which is something you'll work on throughout the semester. And we'll get into all of that, like I said, in that module 2 introduction, or module 2 video. So you'll have more of an understanding of what all that is. And then moving forward, the next thing would be to look at, after you've completed this, you'll have access to Module 1. I noted in, I believe, the syllabus, I forget where it's noted, or maybe in the intro, Module 1 will not be available or ready until probably Friday. So just keep an eye out for that, and I'll send out an announcement when that is ready for all of you guys to check out. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, just keep an eye out on your modules, keep an eye out on announcements. Let me jump back into student view. First day course materials, that's where your book is at. Home, there's the introduction. Syllabus, just keep an eye on the syllabus. Your course summary will be here, and when these dates finally load and get updated, it'll show you like a course summary of when things are due. Right now it says a whole bunch of weird dates. But like the course introduction video extra credit will say Friday, August 26th, due by midnight. Module 1, all that stuff's due, like I said, that Sunday at midnight. And then the last thing will be that final project for the virtual exhibition, which I can show you very quickly just so you can be thinking about it. So the virtual exhibition will be a project that you kind of think about and work on throughout the entirety of the semester. And so you can come over here, and this is available to look at and view now. So you can kind of be looking at it and thinking about it. And essentially what this is as a virtual exhibition is you will create a slideshow, basically, of approximately 7 images. And you'll be focusing on a theme throughout the semester. So while you're reading, while you're watching videos, be making notes of like themes that you might be interested in, like maybe abstract or landscape or the human figure, and start collecting, imagery or taking notes on those specific things, because when you get to, the end of the semester, you'll have this final project virtual exhibition to complete. And like I said, in those lesson introductions, there'll be a video that will explain and kind of break down, more details of that. So just to put that kind of in the back of your mind throughout the semester, to be kind of thinking and planning and looking forward to that, so that when it comes time, you've already got kind of like a backlog of things that you've collected and been thinking about, so that when you get to this final project, it's essentially just assembling, all of that, those visuals and information, and putting it into like a slideshow to create like an exhibition almost, since we are an online course. Um, yeah, that's about it. That kind of wraps it up. Like I said, this is just a welcome introduction video. Your videos inside of your actual modules, our lesson introductions, will be more detailed and more going over the concepts and ideas that you'll be reading about in your assigned reading. So this is more just like a, hey, what's up? Here's the stuff. Here's all the things. And like I said, please, if you have any questions, get with me immediately if things aren't working on the Canvas, or if you find a broken link. Sometimes that happens. Just let me know, and try to let me know as soon as possible. Don't wait to the last second, night before an assignment's due, to say, hey, I couldn't download the template, or something happened with my Canvas. And like I said, as well, have a backup plan for your technology, since this is an online course. If you email me night before and say that a quiz isn't working, or that your Wi-Fi is broken, that's not something I can help you with. So just try to plan ahead, knock things out as early as you can. Um, and yeah, that's about it. My email is linked on the syllabus, so get with me if you need to. It is, where'd it go? Right here. So who is your instructor? How do you communicate? So name's right there, email's right there. Here's my office hours. Click this link, it'll take you to that. Like I said, face-to-face office hours, if you're having a serious issue, those are appointment only. Try to hit me up 24 hours in advance. Give me some time to plan for that. And that's it. Appreciate y'all. I'm excited for the semester, and let's get to it.